Hey, oh hi, how are you? I hope you're good and well, and welcome again. I'm very happy to see you again here. Today I have a different kind of video. I just want to share my thoughts and feelings about a thing, about Scrum and Agile. And I'm really interested in hearing back from you. What do you think? What is your experience? So let's get started. By the way, I've noticed my setup today is slightly different than it used to be, than it was the last time. So I don't know if it will be. I think it'll be shaky a little bit, which is not great. So let me just adjust it. So last week I attended 2 workshops on Agile and Scrum. Agile and Scrum. Agile and Scrum. You know, I've been a software engineer for 6 years now, and I've been using Scrum my entire career. But have I been using Scrum? That's what I'm struggling with right now, because after those 4 days of very intense deep diving into Scrum, I have some doubts. People, because I don't know how you feel about it, but I have concerns, I would say. Even if I thought it was Scrum, it really was not. And okay, I know that I'm very vague, and you're like, okay, but what do you mean? So for example, let's take a basically so basic as, I don't know, like I don't know, French fries with ketchup. That basic thing as a stand-up. You know, every day a stand-up, 10-15 minutes long meeting, everyone does it. What's the goal of Scrum? What do you do of stand-up? What do you do during stand-up? If you say what did you do the previous day and what is your plan for today, it's not a stand-up. It's a status meeting. Aren't you surprised? I was very surprised. Because apparently what the goal of a stand-up is to say how, is to have an understanding, common understanding of how team is progressing towards the sprint goal. And okay, you may say, okay, Victoria, but what's the difference? Why do you care so much? Because the devil lives in the details. Think about it. If you go every day and check in and say, oh, I did this, I'll do that, and you don't check your reality with the sprint goal, if you don't check this reality against the sprint goal, then what? Then how do we know that we as a team, how do you know that your team is progressing? How do you know that you'll meet your sprint goal? You don't know, because you're too focused on your work, on your work as and in Scrum the team is we, and we as a team are responsible for achieving the sprint goal. Did you know that? Like my mind exploded. Like my mind was like gone. By the way, speaking of sprint goals, do you set sprint goals for your team? I asked my friends, and some of them said, not really. And this is like so wrong, because sprint goal is like a, I don't know, it's like an essence of Scrum apparently. Also, one thing, very important, sprint goals should be achievable. So you should not set a stretch goal for your team. And I'll be honest with you people, this concept is completely foreign to me. Yeah, like achievable goals. Where I come from, you always aim for a stretch goal, like for something what is completely impossible to achieve, because they say if I tell you to achieve like something what is achievable and you'll achieve 100%, then okay. But if I set a goal, you know, like I don't know how to say, or maybe like achieve more than it's possible, because maybe if you push yourself harder, then you will achieve more than this 100%, you know. And I thought that is good, but it's not, and it's not in Scrum. Like Scrum says goals should be achievable, absolutely, 100% achievable. So, and what's even more interesting is when you achieved your goal earlier, then you should not take a task that is big, and you will not be able to achieve it in the time that is left for the whole sprint. Like okay, I overcomplicated it. Let's say you work in 2-week sprints, right? And you achieved your sprint goal as on Tuesday of the second week, right? So you have still Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday to work on something new. So what you should do is you should pull in the user story or a task that is achievable in those 3 days, during these 3 days, not longer. Like you should never how do you say it? No, brain. Marco Polo, come on. You should never, I cannot say that. Why I cannot say that? So you should never take a task that will be overtaken to the next sprint. Do you do that? Do you do that? My head, like my brain exploded, like really. Like I have so many, what? Like what? Like how? How is it possible? It really, it amazes me how many misconceptions I had before attending these workshops. Incredible, amazing, incredible. Regarding sprints, as you know, everything is time box in Scrum. 2-week sprints, like when you're pulling the pooling user stories to a sprint, you in a way lock yourself in this universe, you know, in this world that is, you know, set up for the sprint. What do I mean by what do I mean by that is that even if something changes and someone comes to you, to your team, and it's like, okay, so we have, like, this is urgent and you need to do that, you should not do that. So you should not react to these external distractions. Do you work like that? Do you? I'll be honest with you, after all of these, my head is full of ideas and full of understanding that we've been working wrong, in a way. I'm super excited for 2020 because we already agreed in the team that we'll change a lot rituals and we'll try to do new things, to experiment a little bit more and to be maybe more scrummy. So I'll share that with you definitely, because I'm super excited and super pumped about it. Let me know, what do you think? How do you work? Do you use Scrum or Agile? Do you use Kanban? And how pure those, the way of you, how pure and how not honest. Where are the words in my head today? Where are they? They're gone. They're having fun. It's weekend. But how ehrlich? Ehrlich? Oh, not how ehrlich, how wierne? Oh, I'm sorry. I need to Google a word. Yeah, okay. How faithful. I'm sorry. How faithful you are through the Scrum guide. I'm really curious about it, and let me know in the comments or whatever. Like, you can tweet me. You can tweet me. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Remember to like it, share it, and subscribe to my channel. Also comment. Yeah, I'm really curious about how you work. And yeah, thank you, and see you next time.